Yeah, I know.
All right, guys, so welcome back to the Fighter's Eye podcast. Bro, it's been like 4 weeks. Um, I just been locked in on life, bro. Like, I don't have an excuse. Just videos weren't being made for predictions or interviews. But it is March 5th. We're back, bro. We're counting as March 1st. We don't care. We're back. UFC 326 this weekend. Holloway versus Oliveira 2 for the UFC Bantamweight or UFC BMF Championship. We're gonna be breaking down every single fight on the card. It is currently 1:20 in the morning. Um, shit. This is the only time I can do the video. So yeah, let's get into this. First fight: Rodolfo Bellato versus Luke Fernandez. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. Bellato came in with a little hype. Yeah, homie has not lived up to this hype. He is the opposite of hype. I don't know what that is, but he's like ass. But like his UFC career, he wins a knockout on the Contender Series against a 10-2 kid. Then he knocks out Itor Putieria in round two, some dude that like most guys finish in round one or like dominate like every second of the fight over. Like he's not that good. And then he had a draw with Jeremy Crute. I think he lost the fight, bro. Like I understand the draw. I low key think he lost. Like, not gonna lie. Then no contest to Paul Craig after he was KO'd by an illegal upkick. Um, it was fake, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that was like WWE type staging. And then his last one back in September, he lost a decision to Navajo Sterling. So he has had a win, a loss, a draw, and a no contest, all within his UFC career. And now he's fighting Luke Fernandez, who's 6-0. I don't know much about the dude. He looks cool. They're both 30 years old, but five of his six wins come by KO. And like he's literally has a 15-second KO on the Contender Series back in October. And I'm gonna go with Luke Fernandez by KO in round one. Like, man, first of all, first and foremost, Bellato ducked my interview, agreed to do the interview, and then ghosted me. So that's number one. But like Bellato is a brick head Brazilian that has no footwork and no head movement. Like, yes, he has some decent submission ability. His grappling defense is bad, and he has some knockout power. But like, he was whooped up by Jimmy Crute in that first round. Ihor, Ihor Potierio was stinging his ass. He didn't look that bad against Navajo Sterling, which is kind of bad on Navajo. But like, he definitely got rocked at some points of those fights. I think Luke Fernandez should get like KO him with ease. Like, Bellato has no head movement. His head is literally on the center line like this. Like, or more like this. Like he doesn't like keep his hands that high either. Like I think Lou Fernandez should like sleep him out pretty early, like halfway through the round. This should not be a hard fight for Fernandez. He's a minus 220 favorite. He's older by 7 months. Bellato is taller and has a reach advantage, but like man, like if he loses this, he's got to leave the UFC, bro. Honestly, like, and I'm not even trying to hate, but it's a simple breakdown. I think Lou Fernandez will rock him up pretty early. Maybe Bellato uses some clinching, like some knees of the body to wear him down early, but um, that right hand should land on the chin with pretty ease, or like pretty easily. Like he should find that right hand a couple times and put him down. So yeah, give me Lou Fernandez. Next fight: Gaston Bolaños versus Jiang Young Lee. It was meant to be Juseng Yu to fight Gaston Bolaños. I think Yu was gonna cook him. And I'm still picking against Gaston Bolaños. I'm going with Ji Young Lee. Ji Young Lee. He's just better everywhere. I believe he did win the road to UFC. I believe he beat Yiza by like decision to win it, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, he did. And then he beat Blake Builder, which at the time was not the worst win. And then he got absolutely fucking demolished with like a 60 punch combo by Hyder Emil. In his last fight, he lost to Daniel Santos. An amazing fight, by the way, like a fight of the night. That fight was amazing. Daniel Santos knocked out Jiu Sang Yu, so like, yeah, I mean, Jin Yang Lee, whatever your name is, did better than Jiu Sang Yu. Gaston Bolaños is like the Timu or the Walmart Ilya Taporia. Like, he looks like Ilya Taporia. He low-key fights like Ilya Taporia, but he's trash. Like, Who was bro? Okay, so like I can't hate on him that much. He beat Aaron Phillips. I don't know who the fuck that is. And then he got knocked out by Marcus McGee. Marcus McGee's in the top 15, and he just fought Piotr Yan in July to like a relatively close decision loss. Then he dominated Quintavious Romeos, or beat him, I should say. But then he got absolutely fucking cooked up by Quang Lee, like back in May, and took a lot of damage. He actually took a lot of damage. And now he's fighting Jusei Yu, and he's 8-5. That's a bad record. Jiseng Yu is 11-3, or Ji Ying Lee, whatever your name is. I don't know. And he has 36% of his wins by KO. He's mostly a finisher. Uh, he's on a 2-fight losing streak, but like I rate the losses. I'm gonna go. I don't think he finishes Gaston Bolaños. I'm gonna go Ji Young Lee by 30-27 decision. I think he's just better everywhere. I think Bolaños probably hits a little harder, but I think when it comes to fundamental boxing and the timing and the speed and like overall like on the feet, the sharpness and the understanding of fight IQ, I think Lee's way better on the ground. We just saw Bolaños in his last fight back in May get elbowed up, beat up, controlled, dominated, and finished all within 2 rounds by Quang Lee, who then got knocked out in his next fight. So I think Jin Young Lee should dominate him in the wrestling. Maybe he finishes Gaston Bolaños, but I don't think so. Maybe he gets like a late TKO. Maybe he's able to like sting him up, clip the chin early, round three, middle part of round three, follow up and get it like a round three TKO. But I'm gonna go with him by decision. He has mostly finishes, but like yeah. I think Gaston Bolaños probably does beat Blake Builder. Hopefully he beats Blake Builder. I would hope, or he should not be in the UFC. But yeah, give me Gene Lee. Pretty basic breakdown again. Next fight, Dr. Nurgazai versus Rafael Tobias. This is a very I don't know a lot about Rafael Tobias, but he's 14-1 and he's only 22. This is a very simple breakdown. It's the Tobias by submission round one or two. Dior Nurgazai is from Kyrgyzstan, same place Shavkat's from. He's nothing like Shavkat. He's trash. He has like a vision. He has some type of weird health thing, but he's still able to fight with it. But both of his losses come by submission. He was submitted by Brendan Ribeiro, who like isn't that good, and he's old. And then he just back in August, and I remember this because I put an all nighter. First fight of the night, he gets taken down and subbed within 1 round by Yoran Saldibaldiev, who's not a bad fighter. I rate that loss better than the Brendan Ribeiro loss, honestly. But Rafael Tobias is really good at submissions. Like he's an elite grappler. 6 of his wins by submission, 5 by KO. He has a win by leg kick, but his last fight he got a rear naked choke in round one and making finishers. Um, he should get him down early. On the feet, Nurkic hits pretty hard. Like he's got a good overhand and he's got some good hooks, but like Tobias, I think probably will be a little more physical. He's a lot younger, so more athletic. The second that hits the ground. Also, Nurkic gives his back up really easily. He gave it up against Yaron Saudi Baladev like really easily, and that's how he got submitted. And then I believe he was on his back and then rolled down to side control and got submitted like that against Brendan Ribeiro after winning the fight up to that point as well, I do believe, if I remember correctly. So on the feet, he's not bad. I think he should hit harder than Rafael Tobias. But I got Tobias. I think Tobias should be able to double leg him or work him to the cage in the clinch and be able to get a body lock and hopefully get him down like that. Um, yeah, Nurkic is like not what we thought he was going to be. We thought he was going to come in here and look pretty decent in the UFC. We were wrong indeed. He's 0-2 in the UFC by submission both times. Give me Rafael Tobias. Hopefully he can beat Dior Nurgazai. And yeah, give me. I'll say rear naked choke or an Ezekiel choke, some type of choke, bro. Like I just feel like Nurgazai is gonna get choked out. So yeah, give me Rafael Tobias. Next fight: Sumo Darji versus Jesus Aguilar. Um, I'm tempted to say Sumo Darji finishes him. because like Jesus Aguilar really only has an overhand right and a really good guillotine. And he's coming off a win, so that's good. But yeah, none of his wins are good. Like Shannon Ross is trash. Mateus Mendoka, I don't know how to say your name. You're trash, and it was a split decision. And Stuart Nickel is very trash. So yeah, Sumadarji's fought some good competition. He's fought Charles Johnson. He's fought what was bro's name? Matt Snell. That's what bro's name is. The dude that always like gets random comebacks every once in a while. Kevin Borjas, Tim Elliott, Louis Smogla. Like he's fought some good fighters. Um, I'm gonna say Sumadarji by I'm trying to think because Jesus Aguilar's a tough chin Mexican. Like he can take a shot. Sumadarji's 5-4 in the UFC, but like he's better than what like that would show. I'll say decision because he took Kevin Borjas through decision, and Borjas just got slept out by a UFC debut guy. So I think Sumadarji should get 29, 28, 30, 27 decision. He's really tall. He's like 5'8", I think. He's 5'8". Jesus Aguilar is 5'2", and Sumadarji has a 9.5 inch advantage. He should get a very easy decision win using kickboxing, leg kicks, front kicks to the body, long boxing combos. When Jesus Aguilar tries to come in, the knees to the body. He's definitely stronger than Jesus Aguilar. Like Jesus, like I am worried about Sumadarji's chin because he has been like dropped and knocked out. So like if the overhand right lands, Jesus will go for that guillotine, and he's kind of fumbled finishes. Like he's been like he was close to knocking out Luis Granoli or Gruely, and then he just initiated like shot a takedown right after stunning him really bad on the feet. So they doesn't have the best fight IQ. And I think Sumadarji's fought the better competition. I think he's a lock. This is one of my locks of the card. I'm very confident he will win. But yeah, give me Sumadarji. I just think he's better. Like he could TKO him honestly, but I'm gonna say 30-27 decision, just using kickboxing and good footwork till you move around the octagon and get a decision. So yeah, give me Suman Darji. Next fight, Cody Durden versus. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce bro's name. Actually, I will. Naima Joel, bro. Oh my God, I am so sorry. Respect to you, bro. I don't know your name, but Naim Jaralo Jarrell or Tuma, bro. All right, bro. I don't know what the fuck your name is, but I like you're my pick for the fight as well. So like, yeah. Tom Ender Burrell. Tumburrell. Wait, Tum N Dem Burrell. Tum M der Tum M Tum N Dem Burrell. Yeah, him. I'm picking him. I don't know, bro. I'm not even gonna try to say his first name, but his nickname's the Art of Knockout. He's 9-1. Um, he lost to Carlos Hernandez, which is like not a good look, and that like was a year and a half ago. So he's only had one other fight. He won by round one submission. Listen, bro, Cody Durden's a good underdog, and he's fought some good people. He's fought Matt Snell. He submitted Matt Snell too, so that's cool. Um, he's fought Jose Choa, Joshua Van, Bruno Silva, Tiger Olimbekov, Charles Johnson, who he beat, Jimmy Flick, Muhammad Makayev, Chris Gutierrez. Like he's fought some good guys, but his chin is cracked up. Like his chin is cooked. Like honestly, um, I think. Oh fuck! I don't like saying your name, so I'm gonna try to make this a quick breakdown. Tum Tum wait Tum Endembarel Tum Endembarel. I think he should win. Uh, I think he's gonna win by submission. He has good submissions. He just got an anaconda choke. Machino's been submitted by dart strokes and anaconda chokes before. Or not Machino. That yeah, Cody. That's what isn't that what Cody Durden got him with? Am I tripping out? Um, Yeah, he got him with a ninja choke. But yeah, he was just submitted with an anaconda choke in his last fight against Alan Nascimento. I knew I wasn't tripping. Yeah, I'm gonna go Tum and Dembarel by like round. late round two submission. I think this fight will be a stand up fight on the feet. I think Darden will have his moments where he's able to step in with a good 1-2. He's a slight underdog. He's older. Tomb and Dembarel. I'm getting it. Has a 4-inch reach advantage. So he'll be able to throw the longer boxing combos. But yeah, Cody's quick. Cody's quick. He's savvy. He's got like little tricks here and there on the feet. He's not the worst on the ground, but like later in the fight, he does get tired, and his grappling defense starts getting lazier and lazier. And yeah, I think he'll get caught in anaconda choke. So give me Tomb and Dembarel by round two submission. But if Cody Durden wins somehow, I wouldn't be surprised because bro, uh, Tomb and Dembarel literally lost to Carlos Hernandez by decision. So yeah. Next fight, Alberto Montez versus Ricky Tercios. Ricky Tercios was meant to fight Cameron Smootherman back in January, and I picked Cameron Smootherman, but like Cameron Smootherman passed out on the like in front of on the stage after the weigh-ins, so obviously the fight got canceled. But yeah, Alberto Montez is a submission artist. He's 10-1, pretty good. He's from Ecuador, like same place Cheeto Vera's from. Um, yeah, he's coming off a good round one submission. He was meant to fight Roberto Romero back in April. I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, is this at bantamweight? Wait, is this fight at featherweight or bantamweight? Ricky Terzius is a bantamweight. This is at featherweight. Okay, Terzius is moving up. Yeah, I'm definitely picking Alberto Montez by submission. Ricky Terzius is like he won the Ultimate Fighter, but like I don't know if he's still UFC worthy. He's 12-5. Like he got submitted by Raul Rosas Jr. with like not that much trouble. He lost to Bernardo Serpage by decision back in January of 2025. Lost to Eamon Zahabi. That's not a bad loss. He beat Brady Easton back in 2021. Like he's had one, two, three, four, 5 fights in it with by from since 2021. That's pretty inactive. And Alberto Montes is good. Like he has an all right chin. He's younger. But he has a height and a reach disadvantage, so Tercios has that in his favor. And I can see Tercio sticking a jab, sticking a leg kick. If he can control his cardio, like he's not horrible anywhere. Like he's all right everywhere. If he can control his cardio and stick the jab and have an all right game plan, then he has an all right chance to win. But that's if he stays on the feet, because I think Alberto Montez is not the best on the feet because he is just mainly a grappler. He's very submission heavy. He has one win by TKO, 6 by submission, 3 by decision. So I'm gonna go Alberto Montez by submission. I think on the feet, Tercios will land some nice shots early, like a good 1-2, jab to the head, jab to the body, maybe land a front kick to the body. But when Tercios lands effectively, he starts throwing too much. And I can see Alberto Montez catching a head kick or catching a body kick and like being able to dump him down and get on top. I think he'll get an arm triangle. Ricky Tercios like also panics like against Raul Rosas Jr. Raul was on his back and Tercios at first was fighting the hands good. And then right when Raul started getting a little close, Tercio panicked and ended up getting submitted. So I think Montez will be able to capitalize off the panics if Tercios hasn't been able to like get way more comfortable in bad positions on the ground. I think he'll get a submission round one or two. I'll say round one. I think Montez will have a good debut. Yeah, Tercios is very inactive as too. Montez has been way more inactive. So yeah, give me Alberto Montez by submission. Next fight, Dante Johnson versus Cody Brundage. Yeah, Dante Johnson, I believe, went to round two with Cedricus Dumas. Also, Cedricus Dumas took him down, so that's not a good sign. And I'm like Cedricus Dumas. Yeah, he went to round two with him. He submitted him by guillotine. Listen, bro, Cody Brundage is maybe getting a little overlooked, but I'm picking Dante Johnson by TKO. Like, Cam, you know what? I'm picking Dante Johnson. Yeah, I'll pick him by TKO round. You know what? Round one. I'll say this. Cam Ralston is long and rangy and throws more output. Dante Johnson's stocky and short, like rips. And um the last dude Cody Brundage really fought like that was Julian Marquez. He ended up knocking him out in round one after getting dropped in round one as well. His next fight, no contest against Mansour Abdul Malik. Lost to Eric McConico by split decision. I picked Eric McConico, but I like what I'm gonna rewatch it, but I'm pretty sure Cody Brundage might have won. It was really close. And this last one, he got TKO'd by Cam Ralston. But he didn't have that better performance. He just gassed out from like winging overhands and winging leg kicks, like and shooting horribly time takedowns. So yeah, I think Dante Johnson will knock him out in round one. Cody's 11-8-1. Holy shit. Dante's younger. Cody's taller, but Dante has a 2-inch reach advantage, which is crazy. I think Dante will catch him with an overhand pretty early on and drop him down. And like I realized with Cody Brundage against Cam Ralston, he wasn't in that bad of a position. He straight up just quit and let himself get TKO'd, which is like the truth. And also against where was it? I'd have to find it. Oh, also against okay, so it's a win. He has a win against Jacob Malkoun because of a DQ. He was getting controlled and beat up in that fight, and then an elbow hit the back of the head, and he said he couldn't continue. Like Malkoun was on his way to probably finishing him in round one or going into round two and finishing him. So like he just doesn't. He's 5-7 in the UFC. I think that said like he's not really UFC uh worthy. He trains at a good gym, which is nice, but like Dante Johnson's a bit of a prospect, 7-0, 5-1 favorite. I think he'll TKO Cody Brunge in round one. I think he'll catch him with an overhand, bro. Just Cody struggles with these stocky dudes, like these short, stocky, heavy hitters. Cody Brundage really does struggle with, and Dante Johnson hits pretty hard. So yeah, give me Dante Johnson. Next fight, feature prelim: Cody Garbrandt versus Long Zhao. Garbrandt's the fucking underdog. Don't know why. Cody, bro, if you lose this, I'm never picking you again. I'm picking Cody Garbrandt. Like a lot of people say his prime was only 25 minutes long. He beat Dominic Cruz for 25 minutes and then won and then became nothing. But like, listen, he knocked out Brian Kelleher. Long Zhao would knock him out in round one as well. He beat Trevin Jones. Long Zhao probably beats Trevin Jones. But the like, are we forgetting 2020? He had a knockout of the year contender against Rafael Sunsao. And the people he's losing to, Kai France, a flyweight contender, Pedro Munoz, at the time was on his way up the rankings. TJ Dillashaw, one of the bantamweight goats. Davison Figueiredo, one of the flyweight goats, and then it looked was at the time was undefeated at bantamweight, and Hyoni Barcelos, who's like old but really good, like top 15 material. And Cody clearly won round one, I believe, against Hyoni. He looked really good in round one. Like Hyoni Barcelos to Long Zhao is a big step down. Zhao's younger, they're the same height. Zhao has a 4.5-inch reach advantage. But like he doesn't have head movement. Like Cody is very good at boxing and he still has a little power. Like no love might be back. Like I'm picking Cody Garbrandt by 29-28 decision. I don't think he's gonna put on a masterclass. I think Long Zhao will drop him early. I think early Cody will come out with his hands down and Long Zhao will catch him when Cody's coming in. Cody will recover. He'll lose round one and then round two and three. He'll lock in, stick the jab, bop, 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 bop. And Cody's footwork is really good too. Like he'll step in with a what is he? He'll step, I believe, right hand. No, left hand. I'm tripping. He'll step in with a left hand, but he's in southpaw. So left hand is the back in southpaw. He'll step in with the left hand, and right after he lands left hand, now he'll be in orthodox with the left hand in front. So with that, and his pivots, his boxing IQ is really like Cody Garbrandt. If he had a better chin, I'm confident could go in here and beat some pro professional boxers. Like his boxing is good. His leg kicks are all right. Like I think he'll just be able to outmaneuver Long Zhao and make him miss and make him pay. And Long Zhao is probably gas out like that, and Cody will win rounds two and three for like I'll say a split decision because like yeah, I think I think round two will be competitive, and then round three Cody Garbrandt will be able to find his mark. But he should get it done. Like hopefully, bro, Cody Garbrandt can beat fucking Long Zhao, who's 27-10. Like hopefully. So yeah, give me no love. Give me the former champ Cody Garbrandt. Let's go, boys. On to the main card. Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira, the rematch. I think the first fight was 3 years ago in Brazil. Bruno knocked him out on short notice. Listen, bro, I'm a Bruno Ferreira fan. I'm going RoboCop. My bad. I'm going RoboCop. I just don't see it happening twice. Like Bruno was gassing out against Marvin Vettori. Like, I kind of thought he was gonna go in there and maybe chin Marvin. I was like, damn, Bruno's the dude. No, I believe Marvin clearly won round three, but like. Gregory Rodriguez got knocked out by Bruno Ferreira and then like kind of went on a bit of like a little bit of a run. He beat Dennis Tulilian, destroyed him in a round in August. Knocked out Brad Tavares. That's not a bad win. Beat Christian Leroy Duncan, who's fighting in the top nine of the division now. He got knocked out by Jared Cannonier. Not the worst loss. Came back at International Fight Week, brutally slept Jack Hermanson, and then beat Roman Kopylov, who people thought was going to win. Roman thought Gregory was not going to be able to keep up with the kickboxing and the speed, but no. Gregory put a pace on him. He walked him down and beat him. Clearly, Bruno's last fight against Marvin Vittori back in July. Oh, that was December. Oh shit, I'm tripping. Um, who missed weight? I think Bruno missed weight, but yeah, but before that, he submitted Jackson McVeigh, submitted Armband Petrosian, lost to Boost Magomedov when he was winning the fight. Like Nursultan Ruzaboyev, Abus Magomedov, those are not bad losses at all. Like Nursultan Ruzaboyev is a good kickboxer who has a decent chin, who I think probably beats Marvin Vittori. So yeah, I think he beats him better than Bruno beat him honestly. But yeah, um, give me RoboCop by TKO in round three. I think RoboCop will knock him out in round three. Bruno gassed out really bad. Um, Actually, give me RoboCop by decision. My bad. RoboCop's taking this on short notice, which is weird because he's in the rankings and Bruno just is not in the rankings. But I understand like RoboCop was ready to fight apparently, and he already get lost to Bruno, so he wants to get the win back. And I think he's the better overall fighter. Like Bruno could clip the chin and knock him out again, but RoboCop has amazing punching power as well, so he could knock out Bruno Ferreira as well. And not only that, Gregory has good submissions and good grappling, and Bruno was submitted by Abus Magomedov because he gassed down around three, and he was gassing out against Marvin Vettori. So I think RoboCop will win a pretty clear decision. I'll say 29-28, but like maybe a 30-27 scorecard is in there. I think he'll be able to stumble Bruno more than Bruno stumbles him. I think in the clinch, Gregory Rodriguez will be able to work the knees to the body very well. Maybe he can even stop Bruno to the body with knees, but like I don't know. I think Bruno has made some really good improvements to like his cardio. Hopefully, since the Marvin Vettori fight, it did look better than it looked in the Abus fight. I won't lie, but like yeah, there's still cardio concerns, and both men hit really hard. So like if Gregory lands on the chin, Bruno could go to bed. But if Bruno lands on the chin, Gregory could go to bed. But I think Gregory Rodriguez should get this done, and I don't know who he fights next. So yeah, I think he wins the rematch though. So yeah, give me Gregory Rodriguez. Next fight, Michael Johnson versus Drew Dober. Does Drew Dober break the curse? If you know the curse, or does Michael Johnson break the curse? If you know the curse with Drew Dober, you know the curse. Um, damn. This is a 50-50 fight because Drew has a like a all right chin, but Michael Johnson hits hard, and Michael Johnson has a really iffy chin. And if Drew lands, he could knock him out. Um, I'm gonna go. Oh damn, I don't know. I like both these guys. I think they both could win. I think they both could win. I think this fight will end by knockout. Um, damn. See, I was originally gonna go Drew Dober. But Michael Johnson looks really good his last couple fights. Knocked out Otman Zaitar in Tampa. I got a photo of him right after at cage side. And he also beat Daniel Zahuberg as a big underdog. And now he's the favorite, I believe. So, you know what? Give me Michael Johnson, bro. Give me Michael Johnson by TKO. Um, round one or two. I don't know. I'm not liking how Drew's chin been looking. For the first time he got knocked out by Matt Vola, and then since then it's kind of just been downhill. Like he beat Ricky Glenn. That's a bum. Lost to Moicano in a fun fight. Got knocked or got doctor stoppage by Gene Silva. and then got brutally beat up and TKO'd by Manuel Torres in 1 round. And then his last fight against Kyle Prepelic, he was losing, and then like he fouled Kyle. I think it was an eye poke, and Kyle was doing really good. And he ended up getting a TKO from it. So yeah, but Drew Dober was like busted up pretty bad, and I think Michael Johnson's way better on the feet than Kyle Prepelic. And Kyle Prepelic, because Kyle Prepelic's mostly a grappler, but he was touching him up and kind of cracking Drew Dober's chin. I think Michael Johnson gets him out here round 1 or 2. I think it'll be a fun fight. I think Drew will be trying to slip in, and rip big hooks, and Michael Johnson will stick the jab. And bro, I think it would just be a straight shot down the pipe on Drew Dober's chin. Same like Manuel Torres. When Drew's slipping in, straight shot on the chin, sits down Dober. Michael Johnson will follow up with ground and pound to get a TKO in round 1. I think this fight will end in round 1. It's either Drew Dober knocks him out in round 1 or Michael Johnson beats him up and TKOs him late in round 1. Um, because Drew Dober has like the more like one hitter quitter power, and Michael Johnson has him like more of the a big combo gets you knocked out cold type thing. And I think he'll find Drew Dober's chin, but I think Drew will have some success with some like jabs to the body, jabs to the head, leg kicks. Maybe in close, Drew can rip up some elbows in the clinch because I know he does have some nice elbows. Bust up Michael Johnson a little bit, but and Michael Johnson was meant to fight in January against Alexander Hernandez, but the fight got pulled to like some betting odd thing. But like Um, I don't remember. I think I picked Alexander Hernandez for that, but I think Mark Johnson should get it done here. I think he's just quicker, and I think that's just gonna like what's gonna win him at the quick like the speed. He's the just the speed, and he's the UFC veteran. Like they're both UFC veterans. Michael Johnson's fought fucking everybody, bro. Tony Ferguson, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Khabib. Like who else? Diego Ferreira, Clay Guida, Josh Emmett. Darren Elkins, like Nate Diaz, Benil Dariush, Edson Barboza, Danny Castillo. Like he's fought everybody there is to fight. Drew Dober's fought Islam Makhachev. He's fought Matt Frivola. He's fought Manuel Torres. He's fought Hanato Moicano. Who else has he fought? Terrence McKinney, Alexander Hernandez. He's fought before. He won by knockout. He's fought Benil Dariush. Yeah, he's fought some good guys too. But I think Michael Johnson will get it done by TKO. Um, I think he'll just find the chin of Drew, and Drew's chin has just been deteriorating. But yeah, give me or give me Michael Johnson. Featured fight: Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr. Man, I'm picking Rob fucking Font, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Are we being serious right now? Like, are we really having Raul Rosas Jr. as a minus 225 favorite? John Matsumoto would put a fucking ass beating on Raul Rosas Jr. Rob Font beat John Matsumoto and took his undefeated record. You know what else Rob Font did? Everybody said, oh, he's cooked Adrian Yanez, who was a big prospect at the time. He's going to come in here and cook him. You know what he did to Yanez? He knocked him out in 1 round. Who is Raul Rosas Jr. fucking fighting? Vince Morales, and he almost gets submitted in the in round 3 because he gasses. Alichi Lang, who's like who he should have been able to grapple up to a easy decision or a submission. Barely beat him. Submitted Ricky Tercios. Knocked out Terrence Mitchell. Jay Perrin. Who the fuck are those? And then he lost to like Christian Rodriguez the second time, like the first time he got a like an all right challenge. Rob Font is gonna put on a decision win. Um 30, 27, 29, 28. I think he's gonna box the head off Raul. Like I think he's gonna sting him with that right hand, land triple jab into a right hand, jab to the body, a right hand over the top. And close, like maybe Raul was able to hold him against the cage and stomp the foot and knee the thigh and work him down, make the arms tired of Rob Font. And he's younger. I think Rob Font's quicker though. I think he's better defense. And Raul and Rob Font is not the worst grappler in the world. Like his chin is suspect and he can get dropped at times. His chin held up pretty damn well against John Matsumoto, who hits hard, who gave Farid Basharat, who's like the biggest actual bantamweight prospect, a great fight. I think Farid won it, but still. Um, Yeah, I don't think Raul's gonna submit him. I don't think he's gonna drop him. I don't think he's gonna outstrike him. Maybe he's able to throw some nice body kicks and front kicks to the body and be able to get Rob Font to hesitate when he kicks so that he can set up the boxing a little more. But I think Rob Font's gonna bust up his big ass nose and put this fucking kid in check. Like Vince Morales was your last fight back, like what? Literally last March, bro. Like you've been out for a whole year, bro. You're not beating Rob Font. I was gonna pick Rob Font the first time anyway. Rob Font's fought David Martinez, who just beat Cheeto Vera. Like David Martinez was 1-0 in the UFC, beat Rob Font and beat Cheeto Vera. He's an actual prospect, an actual Mexican prospect. He beat Kyler Phillips as well as an underdog. He beat Kyler Phillips, fought Corey Sandhagen, fought Jose Aldo, fought Marlon Vera, fought Cody Garbrandt, fought Ricky Simone, fought Sergio Pettis, fought Pedro Munoz, like fought John Lineker, fought Matt Snell, fought all these great ass guys. Like Rob Font is a underdog, and I don't know why. And I think Rob Font should get this done. And even if Raul does get the takedowns, I think Rob Font knows he's been on the ground with Davidson Figueiredo. He's been on the ground with Pedro Munoz. Like I think he'll be able to work his way up to the cage, or maybe he does roll to his back and be able to work up like that, or get his back to the cage and be able to get to the knees and get to the back to the feet and be able to get back in the clinch and be able to reverse position and get off the cage. Like this won't be a high paced fight unless Rob Font makes it a high paced fight and really puts the fire on Raul's ass and makes him work for it. And if he does, Raul will fold. I don't think Raul will be able to keep a high pace. I don't think he'll be able to keep the pace that Rob Font had with Jean Matsumoto. Yeah, I think John Matsumoto finishes Raul Rosas Jr. Like I'm very confident Rob Font wins. He's a big underdog or a decent little underdog. I'm picking Rob Font. I don't care. Give me Rob Font by decision. 30-27. Co-main event. Kyle Borhalio versus Rainier Dorritter. See, if Rainier had beaten Brendan Allen, maybe I would pick him. I'm picking Kyle Borhalio by decision. You know what? This isn't that big of a breakdown. Like Rainier's 35, Kyle's 33. Kyle's coming off a loss to Nasruddin Mabov in a 5-round fight where I'd have to rewatch, but I'm pretty sure he lost that 4 rounds to 1 in Paris. But he beat Brendan Allen in a grappling tournament, who dominated and who we'll get Rainier dominated Brendan Allen in round 1, then lost round 2, maybe won round 3. Round 4 he got dominated and then he quit on the stool. Like Rainier quit in a main event fight after Brendan Allen stepped in on short notice. He beat Jerry Cannonier in a 5-round fight, brutally knocked out Paul Craig, beat Abus Magomedov. That's not that bad of a win. Um, beat Amr Petrosyan, beat Michel and Jacek, who's on a run. Like grappled against Jailton Almeida. Like Kyle Borhalio is really good. He's minus 280. Now Rainier, he struggled with he struggled with Gerald Mearshart, which didn't look the best. But then he came in here, dusted up Kevin Owens, beat Bo Nickel convincingly, went to war with Robert Whitaker. Robert Whitaker thrives in wars. In wars where Robert Whitaker's chin is tested, he has to bite down. Robert Whitaker beat Yoel Romero on two occasions in wars. Rainier won. And then he lost to Brendan Allen because he quit on the stool after round 4. On the feet, Kyle will be quicker and hit way harder. In the clinch, I don't think Kyle will be afraid to clinch with him. I know Rainier's a clinch fighter, like great knees to the body, into the thighs in the clinch. Nice elbows off the break, good hip tosses. I think Rainier will get Kyle down. I believe Nasruddin took Kyle down. So yeah, I believe Kyle also took down Nasruddin. Or no, I'm wrong. Nasruddin took down Kyle, but Kyle couldn't take down Nasruddin. So he was forced to strike, and we really got to see Kyle striking. Kyle has a nice jab. He has nice calf kicks. He has nice timing. His head movement is a little iffy, and Rainier does have some power, but Rainier just steps in with jabs, steps in with hooks. Like he's not fundamentally sound to the point where I'm like, yeah, Kyle has to be really locked in on the feet. Like Kyle can just slip off, evade off, pivot off to the side, and land a right hand. Like chew up those calves. If he chews up those calves, Rainer's not gonna be able to be as strong in the clinch. He's not gonna be able to get that double leg as easy. I think Kyle wins the decision. 29-28. I think Rainier will win a round. I think he will have success in the grappling. Like I think Rainier could hip toss him, get him down, get him top mount, work him a little bit. Kyle rolls to his back. Rainier stays on the back. It's a close round on the feet, but Rainier controls him on the ground to get around. But I think Kyle's timing and Kyle turns into fighting nerves, bro. Rufy lost, and then he came back with a big win. Prates lost, he came back with a big win. John Silva lost, he came back with a big win. Kyle just lost. I think he's gonna come back with a big win against Rainier. I can even see him dropping Rainier with a straight right, kind of how he dropped Paul Craig, just right on the side of the chin. Because Rainier is so sloppy that Kyle could go under the lead hook and land a right hand and drop him, or at least stun him and work the body, bro. Rainier has breathing issues. He has cardio issues, as we've seen. Kyle needs to use that to his advantage, and I think he's one of the best middleweights. I think, yeah, I think Nasruddin beats him. I think Hamzat probably beats him. Um, Maybe Sean Strickland beats him, but like I think Kyle beats like Israel Adesanya. I think he beats Robert Whitaker. Like I think he is with top five worthy, and I think after this he'll get a top five fight. So yeah, give me Kyle Braulio for the co-main. Main events, boys. Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. I will be cheering for Charles Oliveira. I'm picking Max Holloway. Uh, we've never seen Max Holloway against a good grappler except Brian Ortega, who like Max Holloway put like an A plus ass beating on and beat the shit out of on the feet. Listen, bro, I want Charles to win so bad, and I seen somebody say Charles by round one submission. Fuck no, if that shit happens. That's a legendary call. But like, I think Max will put a pace on him. I think Charles will walk with that high guard, chew up the calf, rip some hooks. I think he will stump. I think he will rock Max's chin. I think he will stumble Max with something on the feet. But I think Max's output is just gonna do too much. And does Max finish him? I don't know. Like a lot of people were worried for Charles because he got brutally KO'd by Ilya, and then he came back in the main event, and then he's meant to fight Fiziev. I think he would have beat Fiziev. I was originally gonna pick Fiziev, but seeing how that happened with Rufy, oops. But then Gamrot steps in and he puts on a great performance against Gamrot. Outstruck him, out wrestled him, and subbed him within 2 rounds. In a fight, people were actually picking Gamrot to win. Like Charles put on a phenomenal performance. But it's Max Holloway. Like he is, bro. He is like he throws so many punches. He has some nice knees. Like Max has underrated knees as well, and knees to the head in the clinch on the ground. I don't think he's gonna get outclassed. Like I think Charles will do that little zesty clinch thing they does against the cage and, stomp on the foot and knee the thigh a bunch and tire out Max's legs. But I think Max will win a 49-46 decision or like a late round four or round five TKO. Like a late TKO or decision for Max. I think Max will just put it on him, stick the jab, bust up Charles' face. Charles does get cut open really easily. I think Charles will be busted up with blood. But I think in close he'll knee the body. He'll definitely try to, land elbows off the break because Charles did really good against Armin. If Max gets overconfident and gives Charles a position, Charles could jump the guillotine. If Max rushes back to the feet or Charles on the back, he puts himself in a very dangerous position. Charles is the best rear naked choke. Like one little mistake and Charles will lock in that rear naked choke. And Charles has a chin. He's durable. His cardio is good. Max's cardio is phenomenal. Max just beat Dustin Poirier in his retirement fight. Like, bro, Max Holloway's fought Conor McGregor. He's fought Dustin Poirier 3 times. He's fought Justin Gaethje. He's fought Ilya Taporia. He's fought Chanson Jung. He's fought Volkanovski 3 times. Yair, Arnold Allen, Calvin Kattar, Frankie Edgar, Jose Aldo twice, Anthony Pettis, Jeremy Stevens, Charles Oliveira once. He won the fight by injury because Charles like dislocated his shoulder. And Charles, he's fought Poirier, he's fought Gaethje, he's fought Islam, Ilya, Gamrot, Chandler twice, Sarukian, Benil Dariush, Kevin Lee, Jared Gordon, like Tony Ferguson, Anthony Pettis, Ricardo Lamos, Frankie Edgar, Cub Swanson, Jim Miller. He's fought Darren Elkins. He's fought so many good people that like it's gonna be a phenomenal fight. I think this will be a fight of the year contender. I think Charles will have his moments on the feet. Yeah, I think he'll land a nice front kick to the body, some nice knees to the body, and an elbow off the break in the clinch. But I think at range, Max will do his best work. He'll stick the jab. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. Like he'll just be able to bust up Charles in range. And then close with the boxing, I think Max will be able to land some shots onto the chin. And I think he'll stay BMF champion. I think he'll beat Charles Oliveira again in the rematch. Charles is undefeated in rematches. So let's see if that luck continues. He's 2-0 against Chandler. He beat Jim Miller in their rematch, and then uh there was another rematch that he had. I forget what it was that I saw the other day. He's 3-0 in rematches. Oh, he also fought Paul Felder, my bad. Um I believe it was Nick Lentz. Didn't he fight him twice? Yeah, Nick Lentz. Nick Lentz and Jim Miller are just veterans, old veterans that like were never really too much. I know Jim Miller's in the rankings. Nick Lentz was really never that. But like still, he's undefeated in rematches. And he's coming off a big win. Max Holloway's coming off a big win as well over Poirier in Louisiana, retired Poirier. So yeah, this one should be a cool one, but or a very good one. I think this will be an absolute war. Bloody. I think Charles will be bloodied up. Max will have a cut from some elbows in the clinch. I think Charles could get made. I think on the ground, like again, we've never seen Max tested on the ground. We've seen Max tested on the feet so many times against everybody, but what does he look like when he's on his back? What does he look like when Charles Oliveira has back control? What does he look like if Charles Oliveira has crucifix position, or if Charles Oliveira is top mount, or if Charles Oliveira is working his body on the ground, constantly punching the body, punching the body, punching the body, tying up the legs, making things tricky for Max in the grappling. What does it look like? I think we will be able to see a bit of it. I know Ilya showed it. I know Ilya and Max grappled for a little bit, but Ilya is phenomenal everywhere. Ilya out grappled Charleston and slept him. He out grappled Max and then slept him around three. So yeah, give me Holloway. I think Holloway will win. I think he should win, by decision or by like a late round four TKO. But yeah, I can't wait for this one, brother. Like the overall card isn't the best, but the main event makes up for it. So yeah, give me Max Holloway. I'll say it by decision. Give me Max Holloway 49-46 decision. But it's now 2:06 in the morning. I'm finna go to bed. But appreciate y'all watching. That was my UFC 326 Holloway versus Oliveira 2 full fight card predictions and breakdowns. Let me know what y'all got in the comments. Who y'all got the win? I might be betting. If I do, I'll post my bets so y'all can follow along. Don't though, cause I do make money, but like sometimes it don't work. So you never know. But yeah, appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch y'all later.